Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze. America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, get ready. White 25.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54. If you don't get this boy,
now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
come on now, let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We ain't giving up nothing to get.
Mike 59. Mike 59.
Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. Check 26. Check 26.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That's it. That's it. Big express.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready. Mike 25.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 3, second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Gun.
To throw is Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Ready, back 25.
Check, 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Check.
51, down.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
20.
From the end zone, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set. 180.
45, Mike. 45. Focus, defense, focus. Set. Good dance. Come. Watch, quick.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Freeman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Mike, 59, ready. 80.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short.
Prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Gun. Let's go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Ball short. Mike 59. Mike
West. 8.
Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
From the gun, here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Sit.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Gun.
Go.
Check West.
6 guys. Check 6.
8.
Shit.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Mike, check. 59.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And it is incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects it. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 94 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check it back.
Hey, check that.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
They run. Devontae Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
This is Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54 miles. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Big air, big air, big air.
21. 80 weapons.
54.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right?
Yeah.
Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
Mike 5'4". And that QB's trash. Let's go.
Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
20.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Switch. 59. Mike 59.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 41.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. They find some open field here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third.
14. Falcons 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Now it's Freeman. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 40 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets it off to Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
I know he ain't got it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Wait. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. And watch that.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Panthers 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Great. 8.
On first down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one, had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Skirts by him at the 35. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 27, Newton. And look at that, a diving catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for Moore, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Carry now for Devontae Freeman. And an alley to run. A big run there by Freeman. Give him 52 yards on the ground. And that run right there, just what the doctor ordered.
You talk about putting it all together for your offense, because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It's a give to Freeman running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On second down, it's Freeman. Open space inside the 10. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They come out here in the eye. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but...